V3 is coming very soon. Do you have a price target for HEX at V3?
8 cents.
8 cents. I like that.
A high point would be, again, and I'm taking this from, I think it's from famous Dixon Piper, Access Alive. These are, as far as like the TA people that I stopped long enough to watch and engage and listen to their content. It seems reasonable. And again, they're looking at charts, not just of the product of HEX, but their trended information over other charts and news events and things like that in different sectors over time. Like they seem to have an experience base in addition to their making shapes out of chart information. And again, if enough people are looking at similar data, they're probably going to come to similar conclusions. And then it becomes the question to the individual. Now that everybody is in agreement about what's going to happen, the market often responds with, now you thought I was going to go that direction, I'm going to go this other direction because I'm a big enough whale, pushes the price counter, or enough people say, hey, I've always heard that I should buy when there's blood in the streets and I shouldn't buy tops. And these narratives are now not useful. So like when you were saying earlier about like the Bitcoin halving narrative, 4-year cycle, I see content now where people are saying, of course I wouldn't stake for 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. I'm just going to stake every 4 years and make sure that it comes out during the tops. Like when enough people see that pattern, then the pattern changes.
Exactly. That's true. And that's why I say Jim Cramer is not some liar, deceitful person. I mean, he might be, but he is wrong because did you hear when I said that? Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They say buy the rumor, sell the news. Jim Cramer is the news. Whatever he says is the news. That is what is sold upon.
Yeah.
So even if Jim Cramer would have been right, even if like his thesis, was accurate before he reported it, once he reported it, he is that big that it disrupts market dynamics and things generally cannot play out in that way that he said it would, because it gets front ran and then the front ran gets front ran and the front ran gets people buy the dip and it's a completely different market dynamic. That's why Jim Cramer doesn't have the best track record. And I said there will come a point where Richard Hart will not be a price calling oracle because he's going to be that big, unless he does it in private, unless he has like a private trading chat that you have to spend like $1 million if he did that, if he charged $1 million a year for his private calls, people would do it.
Yeah.
So unless he does that sort of thing.
The thing with John McAfee when he was alive, he would make an announcement and then you would see the price pump like crazy. And then you would know, because you can see the other 100 things that got talked about, that it's going to crash. Like, that there's going to be people that just buy and then they just sell because it didn't matter about the protocol. It mattered about the person.